everyone, welcome back to 说说 Chinese, 说说中文. I'm Shuo, your Chinese native speaking teacher living in Bangkok, Thailand. Today we're going to talk about some of the cultural differences between China and other countries. What are the social blunders? The things that kind of violate the social norms or that are just gonna make you stand out. But of course, those things are just from my personal point of view, what I've observed from my experience living in Thailand, or what I've heard from my students from other countries. So feel free to comment down below if you have different opinions or different ideas. Also, since China is such a big and special country, there are so many things I want to mention. So I separate this topic into two videos. The next video will cover some daily etiquette, something that you don't want to do at a restaurant, or something that is related to Chinese government. So make sure you've subscribed and the notification bell is turned on. 我记得我刚来泰国的时候，我的一个泰国朋友跟我说，我正在减肥，因为下个星期我要去婚礼。
你要结婚啦？
不是呀，是我朋友的婚礼。
你的朋友结婚，你减什么肥？
In Thailand and many other countries, you dress up when attending a wedding.
我记得今年2月我去参加我的泰国朋友的婚礼。我知道泰国人很重视婚礼，所以我特地打扮了一下，我穿成这样子。结果我的朋友一看到我就说不行不行。
后来我看到别人穿的衣服，我才知道为什么我的朋友说我的衣服不行。But in China, if you're not a bridesmaid or a best man, you really don't need to dress up, or people will think you are stealing the show. Also in China, if you have been invited to, let's say, 10 weddings, highly likely there are 8 weddings. There are 8 weddings. 8 weddings are for people who you barely know. 又要出份子钱了。We call this kind of invitation 红色炸弹 and we feel obligated to go. So the only temptation for you to go to those weddings is to eat. Eat as much as you can so you can get your money back. As a result, you couldn't care less about how you look at those weddings. You would dress like this or this. So next time, if you get invited to a Chinese wedding, don't overly dress.
来，我们来自拍吧。
开心的一天。你知道为什么这个中国女孩不开心吗？ Here's what you should do.
来，我们来自拍吧。
我 P 图啦。我发给你看看啊，看可以吗？可以可以。那我发朋友圈了啊。点赞。The word P 图 means to modify the photo. And yes, we have an English letter in the word P 图. Also, can you guess what does this P stand for? Bingo! Photoshop. 你一般用什么 P 图软件啊？你一般用什么 P 图软件啊？ Or 随便 P 一下就好了，别 P 的太过了。随便 P 一下就好了，别 P 的太过了。The Chinese P 图软件 is really like a magic. Once you've used it, you would never want to go back to post the original photos ever again. So, even if you still appreciate the natural beauty of yourself, at least ask your Chinese friends if they want their faces to be modified or not. 哇，星期天、星期一、星期三都是假期，干脆星期二也放假算了。5月1日是星期天，劳动节。那星期一、星期二、星期三放3天假。哇，5天假这么多，那不行。
星期六上班，星期天上班。
This has something to do with a system we call 调休. 调 means adjust. You may have heard of it in the word 空调 air conditioner. And 休 as in the word 休息 to rest. So 调休 means to adjust the days off or time in lieu but on a national basis. In order to have a few days off in a row, we need to work for extra days to make up. So usually, people need to work for 7 days or more in a row after a long holiday. As far as I know, China might be the only country that has the 调休 system. You can let me know in comment if your country has this 调休 system or not. And I'm also pretty curious about your experiences in China. Have you ever experienced 调休 system? Share with us in the comments. I'm not quite sure about other countries, but in Thailand, peeing in public toilets, it's a pleasure. You never need to worry about not having toilet paper. As a result, I always forgot to bring toilet paper with me when I went back to China. Even though my girlfriends have told me a solution, it was not a really nice experience.
我没带纸我也没带，没关系，抖一下就好啦。抖一下就好啦。
It might be quite common and friendly to greet strangers on the street, in elevators, or convenience stores in your country. But in China, people may feel a bit uncomfortable or even scared if you try to make small talk with them.
Doors opening.
Hi.
Doors opening.
今天不上班吗？
Doors opening.
Have a night. Guys, when I was shooting this footage in the elevator, there was a white guy came into the elevator and he was talking to me. He was like, "Oh, are you gonna be on TV?" And I literally panicked. I should get this filmed. This is a live example to show that Chinese people got panicked when other people trying to do small talk with them.
So that's all I had on my list for today. Can you relate to them? Do you have any other examples or stories? Share with us in the comments. Maybe you can give me some new ideas and I will add them to my next video. 好了，今天就到这里，再见吧。